Okay.
Johnny came by, correct? Did Johnny come by?
Who? Yeah, David. I came by.
David,
Came by.
I'm
Came
sorry.
by. Is everybody starting over here?
I'm not sure.
We're trying to get Eric. We're trying to get Eric Dickerson.
Yes.
It's so busy. We have these over here. I'm not handing them out. We're just being low key, but we have them at the desk. If you want them.
Oh, cool.
If you feel like handing them out, you want a couple? I mean,
Well,
Yeah, I'll take as many as you can give me.
well, make sure it's okay with Jake because he always wants to be subtle, you know.
how do you pass those out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am the assistant today, so.
It would be great if you passed them out just at the golf carts.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take a couple just because I'll hand.
You know, but just clear it with Jake because he's always like, yeah, I don't like flyers.
Well, this
But-
is something that we really need.
But I keep them so I can tell people.
Rita was telling me that you guys had like over 300 people so far.
Yeah, and I think there'll be 500 people milling about maybe during the day, over the day course of like, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Yeah. That's some drinks for Snoop later.
Nice. Is Snoop here?
Yeah. He's gonna be before me at that talking stick tonight at that circus
Oh,
party.
is
with
he gonna
Zach.
drop by today?
Turn your keys into the forward positions. And our lead-out carts will all get you going. Please follow those lead-out carts until that's stated on your cart sign. Format today is a scramble format. Scramble format is everyone tees off. Pick the best drive or tee shot. And then everybody plays from there. And that continues on until you've holed out. You'll turn your scorecards into the pool area. Once play is completed. All right, all my lead-out cart drivers, please start leading your golfers out to your designated areas. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you after play.
Testing, testing. Yeah, I think we're good. You can kind of. What's up, boss? Good to see you.
Oh yeah.
You gonna be here tomorrow?
Dude, I got so many of those. I gave a lot out. Bro,
Yeah.
I gave so many out.
But did you get permission?
Dude, there's gonna be some.
All right.
It's a windy day, so these are everywhere.
Thank you. Nick. Testing, testing, testing. I never really. Oh, I got it. Are we gonna try to do it or? Yeah. Yeah. See if you can hear. See what you think. We've actually done podcasts like in the middle of really loud places. So as long as you can hear, like
I can hear you.
yeah, it records.
Mike, yeah, I can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me.
You get a little closer. Get a little closer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
How you feeling? Can you 1 hear 2 me? 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Eric, you good?
Good morning. Check, check.
Hello. Make sure you go get your merch.
What
your
you want?
cookbooks, Lotowski.com. Cannabis and coffee collab. MITA Unshackled. Legendary young man.
Hey, Jameer, jump in. Just let's have a conversation. Hi. You're gonna go have a drink. He's gonna go drink.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He was just telling me about the stations. I can't wait to learn more. Yes. I'm super excited. Yeah.
You good?
Turn that stuff down.
For real. But shout out to the DJ.
You turn it down.
Oh, he can turn it down.
Thank you.
That was nice of him. Like, we're more important than the music.
I think he heard me.
He saw you. He said, that's art, Everybody, like the Red Sea parting down there,
Yeah, right.
And then the
Then
new
we can get a good
Moses.
shot at him.
The new Moses.
Shout out to Packwoods, man. Trendsetters, AZ, it's an amazing team. These beautiful rolled blunts that I've enjoyed smoking so much, especially at a nice wake and bake. Yes, sir. Let's make some noise for cannabis. Yeah. Wow. How you doing this morning?
You talking to me?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing great, bro.
Are you ready?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are we live?
We're already running.
Yeah, we're rolling here. Dimitri Downing back with another podcast of MITA Unshackled with my co-host and co-podcast host for the day,
Lotowski Adams.
giving him the.
He's setting up his
The
camera.
cue.
over
Trying to
here.
get the Instagram live together for the people.
Oh, that's cool. Are we
Yeah,
live over
change
there?
I'm live on
everything.
Instagram right
See,
now.
yeah.
What's
so
up, everybody?
what's up? Dimitri
Peace.
Downing here with Art.
I'm sitting here with two legendary people right now.
One.
I got Dimitri Downing and then
Art.
the legendary Art Mosley. How you doing, young man?
I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right. This is a beautiful day in Arizona, and it's
It is.
it's another one for all these folks from all over the place.
What brings you out to AZ? Like,
Well,
because you've been out here.
I've actually lived here for a long time. I grew up here. And
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to South Mountain High School.
Oh, Amphi.
Amplifier, okay.
Okay.
Do you remember Magic 107 back in the?
Yeah.
That was my station.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool.
Magic 107.
Yeah.
So
Magic
what,
107.
how did you even start that? Because for those who have not been following my journey, I used to run a radio show called the LA Adams Show back in college.
Okay.
And that was the actually inspiration and the backdrop behind the Cannabis and Coffee podcast.
Okay.
But
okay.
what made you stay on that path and want to build a whole radio station?
Well, no. I started out in college. My degree is in mass communications out of University of Detroit and Michigan State. But before that, I had really got involved in broadcasting really early. So I just kind of stuck with it. Is law and broadcasting. So
You go to law school?
I'm pre-law.
Nice. I went to UA Law.
I went to Arizona State University.
I haven't practiced law in 10 years. 10 years in the cannabis industry, haven't practiced law.
See, that's why.
I'll tell you, I was a prosecutor. I used to put people in jail. Ironically, in the 90s, I went to Boston University. I used to ship cannabis, unshackled. I used to ship cannabis from Tucson and San Diego to Boston illegally, right? And then I said, no, that's not.
And then you went to go prosecute.
That's not a life for me. I want to be.
Ironic is that shit?
I want to be governor.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't do both.
No, so I went to law school, and practicing law sucks. And so I prosecuted for like 12 years. I'm catching a secondhand buzz here off of Latosky. He's like a chimney over there.
Hey, man, you on the Cannabis and Coffee podcast, it's going to be a lot of weed smoke. You know it, baby.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have bales out there on the golf course like this is a bonfire. Latosky's bonfire.
This is a Latosky-sponsored bonfire. Listen, we're going to do it. That's a good idea. I'm going to bring you out for it.
Bonfire. Okay, cool. Let's go back to your journey.
Cannabis bonfire. Yeah.
So,
what a waste.
So this whole event is celebrating the normalization, the legalization of cannabis, the responsible use by our athletes, our professional athletes, which are some of our greatest warriors out there. One of my favorite themes, working with the Major League Baseball guys, the NFL guys, is that if they can perform at the highest levels and consume cannabis responsibly, why shouldn't it be legal? No testing, no that stuff. What do you think about the whole topic?
Well, I think the testing part needs to be aced, eradicated.
Exactly.
Gone. It's just, it's too legal. We got 34 states where cannabis is, legal, and in some form or another, and they're still locking people up. They still got people in jail. They're still testing athletes. I think that's a major contradiction.
I think this is the time, and actually, you brought a really great point up. We need to start holding people accountable for the things that they go and they run their campaigns on, because I remember pledging, a certain politician pledging that when they got into office that they would legalize cannabis.
Is that Joe Biden?
Yeah, that was this party that's currently in office.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen the legalization of cannabis happen yet. So guess what, guys? I need y'all to legalize weed. We need to decriminalize weed, guys. Please, everywhere around the world, we need to decriminalize weed, because guess what? It's a medicine, it's a plant.
And they need to let out every person that is in prison, incarcerated right now for a cannabis offense.
That's a tough one, because I used to prosecute as well, and everybody says, anyone, and it's not just America, it's worldwide. Okay, think about all the people in Thailand and Indonesia that just had basic transportation, possession, consumption, cultivation type crimes that they ended up getting punished for. Everybody says that they should be let out, and that's absolutely true. That needs to happen as well. But then they say the ones that involve violence or guns and stuff shouldn't be let out. But I'm wondering if they should be let out too, because
those statistics could be misconstrued.
No.
I'm saying those.
Well,
if they get caught with a gun, they can instantly get charged as a violent crime.
Yeah.
And depending on what crimes is going down, whether there was a robbery nearby, it could get railroaded.
What do you think, Art?
Well, obviously, on a case-by-case basis, these things can be reviewed. But we need to move towards that. We can't do anything about other countries, Couldn't do anything about Brittany Griner when she was over in Russia, But,
exactly.
But you can do something about what happens in the states here, what happens in Arizona, what happens across this country. We can definitely lobby for changes in those places.
That's wild that Brittany just spent 9 months in jail for a vape pen.
Yep.
Look at what's going on here.
Look at what's going on here.
We got.
I am smoking a fat ass
the chimney over here.
Well, I
Latosky, like
I spent a lot of time trying to get Britney free, and what we did was we threatened to go through African countries to have her released to Africa, and they were about to do it. Russia was going to release Britney Griner to Africa, which would have embarrassed the Biden administration in America. So as soon as that happened, they pulled her out.
So, Art, we love that you're philosophically aligned. We're spiritually aligned with the cannabis movement.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the projects that you're involved in right now? Cannabis or non-cannabis related?
Well, I am part owner and general manager of the Omni Channel, which broadcasts out of Chicago. And we're the largest streaming radio platform in the world. We have more listeners. Wow. We have more listeners than all of the iHeart stations combined. Okay. They have 1,500 iHeart stations.
1,500?
Omni station, Omni Channel. I just sent it to my friend here.
Yes, sir.
They can download it. I wish I could
definitely
download
got
it.
it downloading right now.
Oh no, it downloads real quick. But that station, I mean, for the month of January, we had 33 million streams.
33
Lord.
million streams.
And it's all sorts of music?
33 million streams.
Yeah. No, it's not all sorts of music. It's
what's the
classic.
content?
Classic R&B is our basic format.
Okay.
So we play classic R&B and soul, and we do some gospel on Sunday. It's a radio station. It's
Nice.
a Chicago radio station, but because it I think just appeals to a lot of people when they don't get a chance to hone in on that in far reaches around the country and around the world, they've gravitated to it. It's been on the air for 3.5 years, so it doesn't happen overnight, but it's a glide path.
And let me go off here for a second. I'm still trying to figure out who the hell it was that made weed illegal, because there's a natural connection between music and jazz and cannabis. There's a natural connection with all these athletes and using cannabis for pain and relaxing. Then when I started my advocacy in 2012, all my friends from law school would come to me and say, Dimitri, we were smoking in law school. Half my freaking law school was smoking in the 90s.
Absolutely.
But nobody said anything.
Yeah,
They were all
it's
quiet
illegal.
about it.
You don't want to go to jail.
Right. And
So-
I'm like, who the hell are these people that made cannabis illegal, and what the hell were they thinking?
Well,
They weren't thinking.
There were people older than us and people who were concerned about alcohol and what kinds of prohibitions that would break with some of the other substances. And then don't forget, we had all kinds of crazy stuff back in the 60s. You had LSD, you had a farmer's a medicine cabinet full of nonsensical drugs that were out that people don't even talk about anymore.
You weren't around during the 60s. You're too young.
I was on my big wheel. I was listening.
I was just about to say, calm down.
You had, and you did have John Lennon and these guys singing about everybody holding hands in the world coming together.
We had LSD and mescalines, and we had reds and whites and all different kinds of, poppables that were all over the place, and people were taking a lot
They
of
were
drugs.
experimenting. They were trying.
But that is, I think, what suppressed cannabis. Cannabis
It was
never had a chance.
overreaction
Yep.
to this
Overreaction
new
to all
thing.
drugs. Anything but alcohol.
Yeah.
Don't you bring out anything but a beer.
We're used
Yeah.
to beer.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the radio. So
The
you
radio
started
is a box that broadcasts music into the
frequency
atmosphere.
modulation or amplitude
I'm not-
modulation.
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm
which
not
one you
that
mean.
high.
He needs to know what a radio is.
I'm not that high. I'm talking about Omni Channel.
FM,
AM.
And actually,
amplitude
that's
modulation, not
that's a
art
very
mode.
valid thing because I am very young.
Oh, that's
I am
what
young. So that's a very solid. That's a very solid analogy. I've used a radio and a tape player before, CD player, but anything before that, it's like, what is this? How do I operate this?
Don't make me say the two most dreaded words in the English language to you people. 8-track.
8-track. I remember 8-tracks.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
I was like,
all right,
I was born in 72.
There we go.
So, like,
He don't.
So
6 or 7, yeah.
I was like, 8 tracks. Let me see.
If you've never spun an 8-track like
Three or
this,
four.
try to loosen it
I'm
up.
thinking 3 or 4 decades before me. I was
No.
born in
Engineer
91.
has.
My dad was doing that. I was watching him.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You
how
had
you
the
get,
eight-track.
I know
get
how
a
to
few
use
more
a vinyl.
plays out
I know
of
how
it.
to use a vinyl record player.
Did they have 8-track players in cars?
No,
No.
not really, but they did. They did
did.
have
Some of the cars.
The rich guys did.
Muhammad Ali had one in his car.
There you go.
I
There
got
you
a picture
go.
of him with an
Muhammad-
8-track player in the car, in the dash.
Nice.
You know, but now you can get Omni. You can get it in the dash. You can get it in your dash. You can ask your Alexa to play it. You know, we're all over the place.
So let's give
Yeah.
some, let's give
Tell Alexa to play Omni. Tell them to play the FM Omni channel. Tell them to play that. And,
So while you pull that up,
Hey Siri,
you're
play
in
the
town
Omni
for
channel.
the
not Siri. Siri's not going to do it. But
Siri won't do it for
Yeah,
me?
no,
Alexa
no.
will.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
Alexa.
Yeah.
Dang it.
That's his third
Hold up.
girlfriend. Siri, Alexa.
Siri's my first girlfriend, man. Siri handles everything for me. She wakes me up. She keeps everything done for me. If I need my bed turned on, I'll be like, hey, Siri, turn on the room lights, set the mood, and then the lights come on, the bed lights up.
Say, man,
I'm
Siri
telling
is
you.
my woman. Stop that.
I'm telling you.
So let's give some love to the golf tournament here.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So what are you thinking so far? What do you see? What do you feel?
I was going to play, but I got to get out. I've got a couple of things I got to run and do. But
You gotta get ready for
I
Super
got
Bowl.
some- yeah.
Are you gonna go? I'm not going.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. The
Are you
game.
going?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I'm going along with people that have gone to every Super Bowl that ever was.
Wow.
So, I mean,
That's
all 50 of
that's
them.
a nice group.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Got
That's
a,
awesome.
Got a
Yeah.
friend here from
Chiefs,
Michigan.
Philadelphia, Kansas City.
I don't really care. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Are you a
just
Patriots fan?
no. Actually, I'm not a Cardinals fan, even though I live here in Arizona. I'm not a Bears. Well,
No,
I'm
that's
a
fine.
Bears fan. I gotta remember
You're a
that.
Bears fan?
Yeah, Bears people will hurt me when I get back to Chicago. I'm a Bears fan. Yeah.
Somebody's going
I'm
to
a
see
Lions
Rihanna.
fan.
Somebody's going for Rihanna.
So you're really a Lions fan.
He's that,
But yeah, tomorrow. So you going for the you going to the Rihanna concert
I got
tomorrow,
the
huh?
bag off of my head from the Lions fan club. You know.
Oh, listen, you gotta love those teams through bad times. Listen, I love the Patriots, and right now we're having a really shitty time.
Oh yeah.
We're having a really shitty time. These past 2 years have not been great.
Well, that's all right.
And I don't know what it feels like to have this many losing seasons. I try to ask Colts fans.
The
I
quarterback
try
will
to
be
ask
back
other,
soon.
you know.
you need a hug?
Your
You
quarterback is coming
I
back soon.
think
You need a
I
hug?
think we'll be fine.
Okay.
I think we'll be fine. It's I trust in Bill.
Give him a hug.
I trust in
Give him
Bill.
a hug. Okay.
Hey, Bill, listen. I love the Patriots.
So, what else do you see of the golf tournament? What do you think of this golf tournament? It's kind of cool, right?
Well, absolutely. All golf tournaments are cool. They're usually just filled and sold out, and they're just a lot of fun. I do a lot of golf tournaments, so this is great. Arizona's the
Yeah.
greatest place in the world to play golf. Did you guys know that we have more golf courses
Oh, yeah.
per capita here than any other place
I know.
in
and
the
I-
United
It's
States?
amazing.
It's a shame.
It's amazing.
I only started building my golf course portfolio a couple years ago,
Uh-huh.
but I'm getting there. And I got to tell you what, I've only smoked on a couple of them. And this right here,
I
this.
was trying to figure out what he meant by portfolio, but now I understand.
Oh yeah,
I was
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still stuck on what he meant by smoked. You
Yeah.
know, I've been smoked on a few golf courses too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just, you know.
So
At first you're a little nervous, and then you're like, should I? And it's like, wait, nobody's around? All right, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But this right here, this is the actual consumption event, and it's super amazing.
I had an edible last week, and I made the mistake of going out on the golf course after I had an edible. And I didn't know, I actually was trying to go out to kind of relieve myself a little bit of what I was feeling. It got worse, and the holes started moving around on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's like psilocybin for me.
Oh, wow.
Like that
I
trip
couldn't
park
even
kind of.
line up a putt. I said,
Yeah.
I can't ruin myself like this. I got to get off. I got to
That's
get off.
wild.
These edibles are crazy. But no, I think that certainly CBD and cannabis are very important. Been used forever to calm people, to do things that medicine that you. I mean, this was medicine before there was medicine. So
Right.
I don't understand
Well, it's one of the
why it
things.
took us so long to get there.
So tomorrow, this golf tournament's a good example of individual excellence and performance in cannabis. Tomorrow, we're doing this yoga thing with that talks about natural remedies, naturopathic healing modalities, whether it's psilocybin or cannabis. individual excellence is the goal. Responsible substance use, promotion is also the goal. A lot of us don't want a irresponsible cannabis industry. Jake and Ricky are hosting it. It's Remembrance. You're invited if you want to come out. It's in Chandler Park. It's going to be a beautiful day of celebrating nature-based wellness, you know?
Great.
So you're absolutely invited. We'll just
Appreciate
be
that.
chilling, doing some yoga. You ever do any yoga?
Oh, yeah, I do, unfortunately.
All right, my man.
Listen,
I got to get
yoga's-
Latoski doing yoga.
Hey, I do it at home, but I'm definitely down to come over tomorrow
can
and do
do it
some
tomorrow?
yoga. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's cannabis friendly.
Absolutely. Well,
you know I gotta smoke. Listen,
this particular event tomorrow is at the Chandler City Park.
oh, that is definitely.
And so the mayor is going to be there and all these individuals.
That's not cannabis friendly, but
so,
you should
so
pregame.
what
probably.
we're doing is Ricky's brand Heisman is the only cannabis brand there. But we have like all these naturopathic healers,
Yeah.
and we're trying to point out that responsible cannabis use is
Responsible
therapeutic,
cannabis use.
medicinal, just to kind of ease them in, like the NFL's being eased in. You know?
Disclaimer: do not smoke in public places like the city park. It's actually against the law.
Yep, exactly.
So.
Exactly. So medicate beforehand.
I can't tell you the pregame, but I can't tell you not the pregame, but I can't tell you that I'm going to pregame, and I won't tell you that I won't pregame. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know nothing.
Listen, don't ask me anything.
So Art, how do people want to get in touch with you, want to learn more about what you're doing? How do they get a hold of you?
Well, the easiest way is just through the channel, the Omni channel, the FM Omni channel, Chicago 95.1. We're also in Houston. We have a outlet in Houston. It's going to be announced soon in Atlanta and Detroit. We're actually
What's up with
cooperating with these.
Give the man time.
I know. I'm just.
Give the man time.
I can't come back to Phoenix. No. Actually, I love Phoenix. We are maybe looking for something in Phoenix, but I'm looking at just those cities that can really appreciate classic R&B and soul, and we've got an opportunity to develop terrestrial outlets in each one of those cities that I mentioned. We just don't have that yet in Phoenix. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel you. There's a heavy promotion of different genres and everything out here, and you see it in the market because you see which shows go and which shows sell out and stuff. And I've been to so many shows. I've worked at a bunch of venues out here, and there's a lack of promotion in the R&B and hip-hop scene in the Phoenix Valley in general.
But everyone here will remember Magic 107, who we were on the air during the 90s, and we had all of that turned around. I mean, where we were able to guide people and bring people, they showed up. We sold out concerts. We brought the Black Rodeo back into Arizona. It had been gone for a long time. We made Phoenix a destination for R&B all over the country.
And we need to continue to do that. We need to continue to build that, especially this year.
Yeah, you need to have a terrestrial radio, or you need to have something that creates that glue to make it work. And that's missing, but I can't help you right now. I'm trying,
I feel you.
Well, we love having you, and we love having you at this golf tournament. We're big supporters of Cannabis Talk. David Tran. I love saying Tron because I love the movie. Tran. Dave, Revenant, and all the, Red Falcon, everybody, were friends of ours.
I just like to add and say that there are all kinds of people here at this golf tournament.
There is.
And they're cannabis users, so it's not just athletes. It's not just, people of any one stripe. It's really something that's universal, and I think that everybody needs to get with the idea of decriminalizing cannabis.
They appreciate your support. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to getting together with you soon enough.
Thank
you for joining us.
Thank you.
I think he's over here trying to find a radio. I'm gonna give you a radio for Christmas.
Yes.
Yes. This has been another episode of Meet Unshackled and
cannabis and coffee. Listen, I've had 3 cups of medicated coffee. I smoked 3 Packwoods. I've forgotten the camera rules. Listen, but don't worry.
It's okay.
I will be fine. We will get there.
It's like yin and yang here. We're good.
All right,
He's,
guys.
he's a great mentor.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So you were able to find it?
Oh, yeah. I got it downloaded right here. I got it downloaded. I'm definitely going to try to. Oh, Ivan, great shirt.
Yeah, Jake and Ricky are hosting the whole thing. It's be cool. Latowski.
Ready?
Watch out, he smokes a lot over there.
Yeah, good. I'm in the right spot then.
I mean a lot.
Take the logos off fast enough. They ain't sponsored.
Shango.
Art and I he was smoking so much we had to like remind him what a radio is. It was pretty crazy.
Cigar weed.
I was about to say, this better be a cigar weed, not a
Cigar weed. Cigar weed.
This better be a cigar weed, not a
Is
cigarette.
that weed in there?
Yeah, bro. It's a cigar
killer,
weed, bro.
killer. That's how I
Hey.
used to do that. I used to do my own cigar weeds, like just for travel,
Yeah.
all the time. I would be in Mexico, I'd be anywhere, and you just keep a few good ones in there. So when they come up and they're trying to fuck with you with security, and you go, "You want just a cigarette? You want one?" And you give them the real one.
Kyle,
that's how you do
we
it.
are back at the golf tournament with the first ever, and I'm excited to announce this collaboration of 3 of the biggest podcasts in Arizona.
Holy
3 of the
shit.
best hosts in Arizona.
Holy
Dimitri
shit.
Downing from MITA Unshackled.
Latowski, Adams, Cannabis and Wait, this camera got me?
All of them
We
got
good?
you.
All of them got me?
Oh,
Listen, look at my face. I've smoked so much weed, and that's the beautiful thing about waking and baking and being at an event like this and living in a free fucking country.
That's right, brother.
My name is Latowski Adams, and this is brought to you by Cannabis and Coffee Podcast with Latowski.
And we have
Alex Balsaldua of Trap Culture, Arizona, man.
this, and we have such a big presence, such a big character that we had to bring in 3 podcast hosts to interview you.
I just started one. My podcast, 3-Point Stance.
Oh, this is a
quadruple In the fucking trenches,
podcast.
baby.
Okay, so who's interviewing who here?
Wait. You
Yeah.
said this is in the trenches?
Yeah, 3-Point Stance. Me and King
3-point stance?
King Dunlap. King Dunlap played about a 10-year career in the NFL, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. And he and I started one back in Nashville.
Hell yeah.
3-Point Stance. You can check it out. It's on
That's
YouTube.
fucking dope, because I was like, honestly,
just
I was going to
launched
say,
it.
we look like one of the beefiest D lines ever right now.
That's right, baby.
I'm telling you, obviously you DN,
It's O-line, bro.
but hey, yeah.
What about me?
yeah.
What am I?
Dimitri, I'm going to,
You can play
you
center.
be long snap.
Center.
Long snap. We'll put him in on
Touch
special
the
ball,
bench.
bro.
Brucey, bro.
We're on either side of you. We're good. We got you.
Okay, we're gonna let you be coach. I think you got more experience than the rest of us.
That's much better suited nowadays.
Well, definitely. Hey, if you've been coached well, you will coach well.
You know, I think Kyle and Kyle, everybody knows you out there. You're an amazing advocate for almost a decade now. You've been demonstrating and telling people how individual excellence goes hand in hand with responsible cannabis consumption. And that's been helping normalize, decriminalize, legalize stuff across the country. So congratulations on
Thank you.
all that. And we don't need to get into all that, but let's talk about where you are now and what you're doing.
Sure. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I mean, it's an incredible opportunity to see the progression of this, here at a Super Bowl. This is, a sanctioned event. The NFL has events that they allow, in the cities, and they can dictate to a lot of people what can happen. And we've just been able to kick down that door, been pushing for so long with the right message. And the example, we're the difference. We show up and we really produce. We'll raise a lot of money today for a great charity that's going to help support retired NFL players in dire need. And, people just wouldn't believe some of the situations out here that are happening in our community because of, a lot of illness and injury that could be resolved through cannabis. 44 NFL players under the age of 50 died over the last year. That's an insane statistic.
That's a shame.
I don't know how many communities can share that with, and we got to put an end to this because over half of those could be resolved by getting rid of those pills and using this plant.
I take notes while I'm doing this stuff.
I
you
know, that's crazy. Well, you just brought me in. I wasn't
No,
expecting
jump on in. You got the man here. You
Yeah,
ask-
see, he take notes, I take tokes.
There you go, man. There you go.
It's like a give and go. It's like a give and go. Kyle, you want to hit
Yes,
this?
sir. Hell yeah,
Hell yeah, it's a beautiful packwood.
And
Yeah,
jump
looks
jump on
great.
in if you have a question.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to be talking
goes
about on this
backwards.
3-point stats, man? Like, what are you guys going to be getting into on this?
Man, we're getting into everything, man. My other partner, King Dunlap, in this played about 10 years as well as offensive lineman. So it's called 3-point stance from our perspective. Being in the trenches in the NFL, linemen, we get shoveled on a bunch of shit on top of us, right?
Absolutely,
we grow
man.
mushrooms out of it, though, and we keep getting high, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You guys are more susceptible to, like, all that kind of stuff because you guys are hitting your head
Every play.
every single play, man.
Every
It's
play, man.
crazy.
Every play, every down, was a car crash. It was intentional. I'm trying to run through you.
Yeah.
That's my job. So, I did the best I could, man, and everybody did too. Pushing yourself over the limit all the time. And at the end of the day, we just want to have a resolution to keep doing those things. And I found it in cannabis. It's real.
Absolutely.
That's fucking amazing.
Do you mind if I ask you, like, what was the issue when you first got into cannabis? Like, what got you into it? What sold you on it, man? Because there's a lot of people out there that are still super iffy on it.
Hey, man.
And, like, it just helps with everything. I believe that all cannabis is medical cannabis.
Yeah, there is no recreational cannabis. It doesn't exist. I mean, we're in America. We should be able to be free and openly buy anything and use anything.
Freedom.
I mean, I'm Rand Paul, all that, what he talks
Rand
about.
Paul.
Yeah, right? Like, free everything. Let the people figure it out. And that's why they don't, because they're afraid of this plant particularly, but all the other herbal medicines that are replacing these pharmaceuticals. And at my end, of feeling just unbelievably hooked to all those pills. I was like 20 bottles, for almost 20 years. It mounted up to that, and they were killing me. And at the end of your time, I guess, when you get to that point in life where you've got to make a transitional change, just straight up, where you're on your knees praying to God, saying, I'm done. I'm out.
What the fuck can I do for this pain? It's either that or I'm chopping my fucking leg off like it's a Saw movie.
Man. You called the suicide hotlines. I've done all that. That was under those pills. And I prayed for that resolution, and it's a power of prayer. Honestly, people need to understand that, dude. We have a great God that wants us to be great here on this planet, right? It's created for us, right?
Yes, he
Read it in
is.
the beginning. Any one of the books, all of them, speak about the benefits of the herbs of the earth, benefiting man.
Yes, sir.
And that's what it saved my life. It's not that I had this, selling moment other than, whoa, light sensitivity, gone. No more vertigo, gone. No more seizures, gone. Neuropathy pain, gone. I'm back to the gym. I'm back to myself. And in 10 years now, it continues to get better and better.
What year did you stop playing?
07.
07. So then you found.
16 years ago.
So what kind of like pharmaceuticals do you use during your career? Like, what did they give you for pain during those years?
Everything, man. All the painkillers.
Just painkillers,
All the
popping pills.
Vicodins, Percocet, Darvocet, Loratad's, Loracet. I mean, I'm like a doctor. I could dish it out to you. Yeah, you tell me your symptoms. I'll prescribe you the medication right now, what it is the doctor's going to tell you should take. From all the anti-inflammatories, sleep aids, muscle relaxers, and then started having real neurological stuff from all the concussions.
Right.
And cannabis is the only patented neuroprotective substance in the world, on the planet, period. Like, in the buzzer right now, the only patent for neuroprotection in the world that's ever been filed was filed by the United States government on cannabinoids.
Which is crazy because they have a patent on it. And it's just like, why is this still a Schedule I drug? This is ridiculous.
We have to fight for this? For a sport where you're just banging your head around? Like, what for what, right?
Well, I can't say that is one thing I do like, at least from them progressing in the NFL, is allowing it to be legal where states where it's recreationally or medical legal for players to have access.
That's the case with the NFL right now? I mean, no.
Yeah, right
how's
now
that work?
the NFL
Exactly.
has agreed. 2 years ago, I gave a full PowerPoint presentation, the NFL.
He's on them,
and, and I'm banging the door down, and they had a big old meeting out at the top of the Marina Del Rey Marriott in L.A., about 2 years ago. And so for the last 2 years, you haven't had one player suspended for cannabis in the NFL.
Nice.
Yeah, but they just before the season this year stated that they put in a provision where if you test over 150 nanograms of THC in your system, which is the Olympics, or Sha'Carri Richardson tested positive over, he kept her out the Olympics. They're not going to suspend you because they honored that from the handshakes I did with them, and they said, you're right, Kyle, it's going to take some time. Their stupid answer here, these so-called educated men, it's going to take some time. Like, what the why does it have to take time?
Because they just want more money in there.
Yeah, bro.
Kyle, we've been on this journey together for 10 years. It's this journey, and we've met each other in many conferences, many places. You have the clout that I don't have. You know who you should get as your first guest for three-point stance, or you've already been having guests.
Yeah.
The next guest for three-point stance?
Yes, sir.
Michael Phelps.
I know,
You
right?
get
I
him
need that
on,
interview.
game changer.
100%. As
Listen,
soon as he can start talking about what he was doing.
Why can't he? He's at ASU coaching or something?
I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure.
Because
No, he's not
I don't know
ASU
why he
anymore.
isn't.
I don't think so.
I don't know why he isn't talking about it.
Right?
You know, I mean, we need people like that. That's why I did what I did.
Yeah,
What, is my
exactly.
career less than that? I didn't win 7 gold medals. I was, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I guess you got more to lose, some people, but
Yeah.
that's over. We put it to bed for them, and hopefully guys like him will continue to consider that.
One of the biggest, the fuddy-duddies all say, well, it affects people negatively, it's a hang-up, and they don't understand what it really does is help people balance. Some people unbalance with it, and some people balance with it. It's that simple. It's just a substance.
Yeah, just figuring it out.
But then you have guys like you.
Find your
who
strength.
Even right now, I'm a little afraid of, who is is achieving at like highest levels of individual excellence, not while you were in the league, but Ricky, like while he was in the league, some people after the league, and they're using the substance responsibly. Why the hell should anybody ever be going to jail for that?
100%. And again, the benefits outweigh everything else.
And Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is using it
Yeah.
after he's training to be the most decorated Olympic athlete.
Ever.
The epitome of like achieving human beings with 22 medals. He's using cannabis at night to relax so he can excel during the day. He's balancing it out. This man should be like an emblem for our industry,
Oh, I heard he's done it more than that.
Yeah.
I heard it was constant with him. He just knew, like we did, how to beat the test.
Yeah.
I did. I had to beat the test for, I don't know how many years. My second year in the league is when I got introduced to cannabis. It's my first time using. I was like, 22, 23 years
Yeah.
old. First time I ever used cannabis. Best sleep, back to being able to eat again. I was going through a lot of off-field stress. Totally resolved that. Went on to Pro Bowl seasons, all that, man. It's the answer, and I just used it at night. But I remember guys like Michael Phelps are just going hard.
He's in Phoenix. Somebody should find him,
Man, I gave a speech in Vegas.
Speaking into existence.
Yeah, I give a speech.
Let's manifest Michael Phelps on the podcast.
That's right.
We'll give him 3-point
There we
stance.
go.
Then send him over to MITA Unshackled.
With as many
That's a
events that are
guest-worthy
going on
idea.
Anywhere.
all over here, somebody's got to be able to see
Kyle,
it.
Kyle, I got a question, man.
Yes, sir.
Everybody got all these serious questions and shit, man. Listen, when you smoking, music or no music?
Oh, that's a good
Music.
one.
Wow.
What are you listening to?
What's
man?
your go-to song, man? Or do you got a playlist that you put on?
Yeah, it depends the mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all over the place, man. I'll surprise you. I mean, I grew up, in Southern California, in a music area, from the 80s into the 90s, where everything exploded. So, I'm from The Cure to Hank 3 to 3-6 Mafia to, fucking all the other crazy stuff out there.
Jane's
from
Addiction?
All the reggae. I mean, I'm a huge reggae fan. I mean,
Jane's
that's my
Addiction?
thing.
Jane's
Of course,
Addiction?
Yeah, all that rock from the
For the
90s.
longest.
You know what I mean? But reggae's my go-to, man.
So if you had to narrow it down to one song, it's like, all right, this is the perfect time. It's been a day.
I'm a huge
about to
metalhead.
roll up. What's that song? What's that one song you gonna put on?
Man, when I'm smoking,
Yeah.
shoot, man.
Comfortably Numb. Pink Floyd? No?
Comfortably numb,
Pink Floyd?
man.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
What about
Stairway
you?
to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven?
Nice.
Because you need that long, nice
Yeah.
song, bro, just to kind of build up and get you there,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
So
I don't necessarily have like a one song, man. I mean,
mine's is a Kid Cudi song.
Kid
Oh,
Cudi
yeah.
song.
Kid
Oh,
Cudi.
okay.
Yes.
I thought we were just talking about rock songs.
Day and
No.
night.
No.
said
I
anything.
said, what's your go-to smoking song?
Is
And
that Kid Cudi? Day and night.
That's it. All right, we're
The
getting
lonely,
the photo.
the lonely
we're getting a photo
smoker.
ball right now. Yeah.
Which one
Yeah.
is it? Lonely Smoker?
So my favorite song by Kid Cudi comes off the second album, and is actually gonna be the Solo Dolo.
I was
First-
hoping it was getting jiggy with it, because like you can.
That's Will Smith.
I want to go dancing with you, because
That's
I
Will
bet you
Smith.
can just bust a move.
Come on, man, we can go dancing tonight. It's gonna be some parties
The
tonight.
big man can move.
Oh yeah.
I can only tell you one direct thing, a song I ever listened to. That was to go out and play in the NFL. That's Slayer.
Yeah, no,
And I like to listen to that, get high too. It's awesome listening to metal and get high.
Metallica?
Hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
another
Love it.
another
pre
really
or
good
after Black Label Metallica.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
another good Kid Cudi track is Higher.
Higher.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Higher.
Yeah,
if
I love
you,
that.
If you want to get fucking stoned and you want to just buzz out to some fucking music, go put on Kid Cudi, Higher.
Rapping
And
Kid
it's one of
Cudi.
the best songs. Hey, man, listen, I was in the mood this morning. I was like,
Hell yeah.
let's get in the fucking zone. And Cudi came on, and I was like, you know what, let's keep rolling with it.
Yeah, man.
So Kyle,
Yes, sir.
projects, goals, companies, activities, events. What's your tomorrow? What's your next week? That's your next month.
Sure, yeah.
Tell us about what you're doing.
Just continue the journey, man. I mean, that's what it's about. And God keeps putting it in front of me, and we're just doing some amazing things now. Revenant from the brand, and
Revenant.
establishing that in California, now in Arizona. We're at
Fucking
all the
dope
mints
flower.
across the city.
Dope flower. I
Yeah, man.
smoke so much
We're working
Revenant.
with great partners out here. We got Jameer Miller we're working with. We're looking with Raul at the Mint, and entire company there is just amazing. Well, I mean, one of the best cannabis companies I've ever seen work, man. Unreal group. And so we're going to have success here. We're licensing in a multitude of other states right now, Missouri, Illinois, working on Nevada, and Michigan and Oklahoma. So the goal is to, brand this thing out there nationally, continue our message, because we just want you to buy weed anywhere, whatever you want, but we want our brand and our message to be out there. We're going to continue to provide fire, so we're strong in that, and we know what we're talking about, and listen to what we have to say, because something that we've talked about might resonate with you and help you, because these have been consistencies with us in our community where we're applying certain strains, getting people to understand, indica versus sativas and hybrids and all these things, and full concentrates, and the importance of high THC levels and ingestion, that how it can resolve disease and injury and inflammation and all that. So we're doing that and pressing forward on a multitude of levels, involving work with the military and the veteran groups. That's our Revenant mission. And then we've got a thing that we're working on called the Revenant House, where we're going to build a recovery community around cannabis. We've got a great project in San Diego, up in Ramona, that we've got a micro business. We're fully manufacturing everything out there right now for our brand, and we've got a huge cultivation opportunity, and we want to build a community around that can really service a two-headed snake here, and being able to resolve these things, get to the top, that medical platform.
A couple questions. You got some good partners that you probably want to mention, and also Revenant, the name, where'd it come from?
Yeah, Revenant, man. It's a word. Revenant. It came, from watching the movie Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah?
Made the movie called The Revenant. Yeah, if you have a chance to check it out. And in there's a scene where he's attacked by this bear, and then this Indian comes across him and helps him. And at the end, when the Indian has to leave because he's just too sick and he's getting gangrene and taking over, the Indian gives him something and puts it in his mouth and buries him up in these skins and puts a fire around him. And then he wakes up. I don't know how long later, maybe 2-3 days probably, this dude was in this thing. And he comes back out. Now he's healed, right? His body's healed. And he gets back on his journey, right, which is to go kill that motherfucker that killed his kid.
Right.
And, and get his life back, though, and continue on. And the Revenant is about that, about the reclamation of your life, and that's what we want to continue to project out there to people, that they can get their life back. All those pills give you no hope, you're suicidal, you just are so depressed that life is not worth living, and it truly is. And you just have to see past that veil of all this madness out here that they're trying to push onto everybody, relentlessly all day long, to keep you from being you and to keep you from achieving your greatness. And it's there for everybody. Cannabis is for all.
And you're working with a yogi?
Yeah, man, we got Evan Britton, and he's transitioned from an NFL all-star, lineman to, being a great yogi instructor out there.
I love that.
And
is he here today?
Yeah, hopefully he's here. I haven't seen him yet, but he's around.
Some Revenant yoga events coming up.
Yeah, we'll have it all, man. Everything.
And Jim McMahon's with you guys?
Yep, Jim McMahon's with us, and our partners here at this event. I mean, from Fairchild, Cannabis Talk 101, all these great partners that we've had with the Anthem Golf Club, Club Core. These are going to be coming to Super Bowls every year consistently. Right. Full cannabis consumption events.
That's beautiful.
And that is here with the league. That's right.
And just really a reminder,
I can't wait every
tomorrow, you heard of what Jake and Ricky are doing here.
Oh yeah.
We tried to get you guys involved, and
cheers to Super Bowls.
We overlap, but we would love to have you
man,
there.
There's so much going on at the Super Bowl. It's so awesome now.
Yeah, that's a yoga-related event. Derek tried to get in touch with you guys, I think, but he didn't get a response back. But we want to include you guys in this package. It's
awesome.
like 12 NFL guys there. Ricky and Jake are leading yoga because they have the same message as you.
Yep.
Healing-based substance, healing-based medicine.
That's
and,
right,
And so
man.
we're doing this big yoga festival, natural plant awareness from 9 to 3. Please join us tomorrow if you're available.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no, man, we love to support everybody. You know, Jake and I and Ricky, we've been running down this road together for a long time. And, speaking in functions, you know, we've been with you guys over a decade almost, man.
Yeah.
Doing this.
2015 was the first time we met.
Yeah.
Like 7 years ago.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. We're a big party with Ricky tonight after this, you know, back downtown at the Clarendon Hotel.
Tell me,
it's going to be awesome.
You brought it up. Are you going to hop on the sticks tonight?
Yep.
Uh-oh, maybe.
You hopping on the sticks tonight?
If
my goal is to beat Ricky. I plan on beating Ricky in Madden tonight.
What's it on, though? Is it on Xbox? On PS3?
I believe it's on PS5 or...
Oh, that's
I have no idea. Yeah,
I believe it's on PS5.
Yeah, they're just dressing the whole hotel up because we're staying there right now.
I'm excited. I'm excited because I feel like I got a good chance of beating Ricky Williams tonight in fucking Madden.
I say I beat anybody with the Raiders, bro. Don't matter
with
how
the Raiders?
Kyle,
no matter
who's
how
your
bad
team?
they are.
Man, team?
Yeah, who's your team as far as like when you play Madden?
No, I don't really have one, man. I mean, I play with the teams. I played for Saints, the Rams, and the Chiefs. You know, outside of that, I will play for the Raiders as a kid, and then or the Cowboys. You know, those are my teams as a kid.
Oh, and I meant to tell you, thank you again for the autograph. My grandfather loved it.
Hey, you bet,
when
man.
When he got
for
it,
sure.
he was like, "Man, thank you. I appreciate it, man." He's like, "Make sure next
Shout
time
out
you
to
see
Grandpa.
him that you tell him thank you."
I think Ricky, if he loses, is going to take you guys out and say, "Hey, 40-yard dash, let's go."
Oh,
You know what?
Honestly,
Honestly,
Ricky will pull a hammy.
I do it for the gram.
Okay.
I do it for the gram, G. You know, we'd have to hop on and do it. You know what?
Yeah.
I raised Ricky Williams. I got gas.
You'll be on ridiculousness.
That's cool. Exactly. It'd be like 4 or 5 steps.
I'm telling you. Oh, look,
Yeah,
our
what
rest of our
happened?
MITA team has shown up.
TMZ.
Yes.
But folks,
Dun, dun, dun.
Kyle, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
3-point stance. Is that the number 3-point stance, or what should they look up
Yeah,
there? 3.
yeah. I'm pretty sure.
No, number 3. Google 3-point stance.
Yeah, 3-point stance.
And Kyle Turley, you'll find his
Yahoo.
podcast.
Yeah.
You know his brand. You know his legacy. Support him in all his projects. And this was the first ever collaboration of 3 of the most important podcasts, now 4, in
That's
cannabis,
right. Yep.
in Arizona. Dimitri from Media Unshackled.
Lasowski from Cannabis.
He forgets.
Listen,
he forgot
bro,
what a
he points
radio
right
was
at me.
earlier.
He points right at me, and I'm like,
I gotta say that pack would
I
have pretty
guess-
fire, bro.
hey, for real though, and I smoked 3 Packwoods this morning. You know,
Bro, that'll
and
get you.
I can't tell you how many cups of fucking coffee.
We should-
Listen, me and Warren Sapp
You're right,
blew
you
back a
flying.
Packwood. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
the beginning of the day. Once again, my name is Latowski from Cannabis and Coffee. You can find everything at manifestedthis.com or latowski.com for all the merch.
Kyle
Yeah,
Turley?
RevenantMJ.com and NeuroXPF.com.
All right, trapcultureaz.com. You guys can find us on Insta at trapculture.az.
Thank you for joining us.
No. You got to tell them the website for MITA, man.
I already said Meet Unshackled.
The
You
website.
missed that.
Yeah, you did.
He said the site?
Yes.
You sure did.
All right, fuck it.
Get you another
All right.
pack.
Hey, make sure you guys check us out on YouTube too, man.
You just finna throw something on? We live. You say, hey, I'm with my people here. You know, we live. We at NFL event, it feel like, so I'm going to go crazy for the one time. I like the ball, so I'm going to go ahead and spit that ball with me.
Okay.
You say, catch on. Go. Ball with me. Told all the fast, jump shot like Paul Millie. Y'all City, boy don't talk too much, find out where y'all chillin'. No man, you can't hit this don't know where y'all been. All glass, broski hit a move. He said it's all plans. No man, I'm so independent. Don't involve friends, all spins, gain them get the low. He say they all Zaz, call Bay. She like cut them off. I know they all fake. No, does a book a show and give them all space. Loyalty, never cross my dog or see the hoe in me. Poetry, I perfect my craft, yeah, that's the O to me. Go to me, keep bro them off your ass, yeah, that's big bro and me. Scoring threes, tossing, breaking record, it's my Curry piece emergency. Shorty called a body, said it's burglary. Heard of me, don't even say my name up out of courtesy. Paper money, planes out the way, speaking currency. From Chicago, can get you touched without a murder piece.
Hey, you know you from my city.
We from the city. We from the city, man. From the land. What school y'all went to?
I went to private school. My school shut down. You know Joe's?
Joe, okay, I went to LP.
Okay.
No, I went to the suburbs.
Okay, from the birds, but we all from the same place. We want to thank y'all for joining us. Shout out Boss Man. Shout out the main man that's always making it happen behind the camera. Salute.
Hey, oh damn, I'm late to the conversation.
God damn.
I thought we can't leave till we smoke the wood.
Shit, you right. Let me put it in there.
What we talking about?
Shit, we just.
Hello everybody. My name is Lutoski. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm Destiny.
Destiny?
Yeah.
Lutoski, nice to meet you.
Lutoski.
Welcome to Cannabis and Coffee with Lutoski.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm Dalia.
Dalia?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
What y'all sipping on?
We just had a mimosa.
Mimosa? Okay. Y'all ain't had no cannabis today?
I had a little.
You had a little something? What you rolling up?
What am I rolling
What
up?
you roll up today? What you smoked this morning?
I believe it was White Runt.
White Ranch. Listen, have you smoked Apple Ranch yet?
I have not. I've never heard of Apple Runt.
Really? Have you heard of Apple Ranch?
I never heard
None of y'all heard of Apple Ranch yet? Yeah? Listen.
Apple Ranch.
You know where Nirvana is? That's the only place that I know right now off the top of my head. You know where Nirvana is? No. Have you been to a Nirvana dispensary?
Nah.
Listen, wherever you got Leafly or Weed Maps, type in Apple Runts. It's this black-owned company named Tree Junkie out here.
Okay.
And they got some of the best fucking flour in the state of Arizona.
Okay.
And I know it's at Nirvana dispensary for sure. That's the only reason why I kept plugging them like that. But listen, it's one of the best tasting flowers I've had this year. It's 2 months in, I've smoked a lot of weed this year. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Try it. It's really fucking tasty. And if you can't get the Apple Runts because it might have been sold out or some shit, try to get you some horchata or the Dosi-Do.
I heard the Dosey Double before.
Yeah, Dosi-Do be gas. Yeah, I try to stick to sativas or indicas.
I don't smoke.
You don't smoke?
Nah.
Me either.
I feel you. I mean, obviously, I would agree with that, but I've been sitting here smoking weed all day. I've been drinking weed all day.
Damn.
Drinking weed.
Oh, yeah. So I had some
I'm
infused
CBD,
coffee.
man. And some cannabis.
My mama would like that. She's a big coffee drinker.
Oh, yeah. Cannabis and coffee is an amazing mixture. That's why, that's the whole purpose of putting a whole podcast behind it. You know?
Okay, yeah.
It's something that people can circle around, your grandmom and them. They used to. Sometimes you thought it was a cigarette, but it was a joint.
Speaking of grandma,
Sometimes, grandma was probably smoking a cigarette weed. You know what I mean?
Grandma be knowing.
For real.
I be telling grandma what she be
Grandmas
having.
be like, take that tobacco out, that wacky tobacco, let me stuff it with some weed, make my homemade cigarette weed. My grandkids will never notice some weed. Mm-hmm. Smoking with the coffee
Granny
and
be
shit.
rolling up the kite. She be
For real.
licking that mug, dry the wood or something.
For real. I know my grandma used to smoke 2 joints and a cup of coffee every morning. That's where I started my shit with. I was like, all right, bet. This is actually a really dope routine, Grandma. I see why you get a lot of gardening done during the daytime.
No,
So, yeah.
When you start the podcast?
Where or when?
When?
So I started the podcast in 2019.
Okay.
Right before COVID. And then it started as Manifested, this podcast. I was interviewing different artists and entrepreneurs. And when COVID hit, I was like, well, I'm not out performing. There's not like a lot of people wanting to sit here and listen to a lot of artists. So I want to pivot. And I was like, what the fuck have I been doing for the past 2 months? I've been sitting here smoking weed and drinking coffee. Let's start something around cannabis and coffee, and we're going to brand it, and we're going to make it a lifestyle. And I know it's a lot of people that resonate with it around the world, you know? So for me, it was the perfect angle, and it was like, I smoke a lot of weed. I know a lot of people in the cannabis industry. Let's go ahead and make this happen.
I like it.
Okay. Where you from?
I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois.
Okay.
You from the Rocco, Illinois?
No, I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois.
East St. Louis.
Yeah, East St. Louis. I've been out here since 2016.
Okay.
I started speaking into existence in 2017, and it's been a fucking blast since then. I dropped Black and Successful. It's a clothing line, a lifestyle brand, and everything. Promoting it's all about mental and making sure that we getting a positive mind and mental image out there. That way we showing the right kids and building up a self-image better.
Okay.
You know, if you want to be successful, it starts with your mind, right? Like, you can't be successful not believing in yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Facts.
That's true.
Yeah.
When we sat down, I want to say this to you. I was scared because he said we ain't hear nothing from you, and I didn't want you to be trashing it. And I had to tell you.
Come on now, y'all underestimate me then.
You got it though.
Look, man.
Yeah.
You got it.
Humbly, we all do, you know. My man, he got the black-owned business going. We all kings and queens in our own way.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
so
yeah. We
I'm
all here
definitely
for a
proud
reason.
of
We
you.
all gods.
You got it, man.
We all gods.
But like,
Yes,
that's,
sir.
That's what this is for, though. We got to come together and support each other. You know?
Oh, yeah.
The same way I was able to sit down, support me. We got the man behind the camera supporting us, letting us sit down and
Yes,
have
sir.
this opportunity.
Shout
with
out to
another
MITA Unshackled, man. This has been a dope day. Shout out to Revenant. Thank you for allowing me and the Cannabis Podcast to come through. I appreciate you allowing me the space to come here and be a part of this celebrity golf tournament, man. This has been dope as shit. I've been smoking good weed all day. Fam just rolled up a wood. But no, this is CBD, he said.
Yeah, that's CBD.
This CBD.
That's CBD.
So how does CBD make you feel?
CBD.
It helps with my inflammation.
It does. It helps with my hops. Boom, jump shots. NFL.
That's what you do for a hobby? You be hooping?
Huh?
You be hooping for a hobby?
Ball is life.
Okay.
Ball is
What
life.
about, like, actually, I didn't even think about that. What do y'all do?
For fun?
No, like, what do y'all do?
I'm in marketing. I do digital marketing, and I'm in wine.
Wine. I like wine.
I like wine.
I like wine. I like the wine and that.
Where you from?
Chicago.
Okay.
You know it, the vibe.
Yeah, I do
Where you
marketing
from?
profession.
Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, we
Chicago
do
gang right up in
Hey,
here.
this my sister cousin, y'all.
Bro, sister cousin. Got a lot of those.
No,
No,
only few.
I feel that. But you know how I go. Like, oh, this my.
I got a lot of cousins. I got a sister, but it's a sister cousin.
Yeah. So it's a whole little Midwest tornado right here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How long y'all been out here?
She visiting, but I've been out here since 2019.
How you like it?
I like it a lot.
I mean, obviously you stay more than 2 years.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think if somebody lives somewhere more than 2 years, they obviously fucking like it.
And I obviously like the weather.
The weather's right.
Yeah, way better than Chicago.
Yeah, you can't go back to the Midwest when you experience this.
Yeah, I would never move back to the Midwest.
She make me want to move here.
She always here.
I done moved like 5, 6 homies
you-
and friends out here. Family
If
members
you ever
and
want to
shit.
move away from the Midwest, move here or California.
I heard not Cali.
Not
What part of
Cali.
Listen, Cali, my favorite. Listen, San Diego is one of my favorite parts of the world.
That is nice.
Almost anywhere you stay, you can get to a beach within 15 to 25 minutes. You can't beat that. San Diego has some of the most beautiful beaches and vibes and some of the best weed I've ever smoked. I'm impartial. You know, I'm just like, I fucking.
That's the only place in Cali I can say I like, but everywhere I couldn't live there. That's just not for me. I'm not they different. We don't relate well.
I feel you. Yeah, I love San Diego, but yeah, no, living out west is pretty fun. Obviously, you get consistent weather, so your wardrobe, you have, you know.
You see how she dressed? She dressed like she's still back at home.
You see, I got the. This throwback.
You got on your hoodie. She got on a hoodie.
Yeah, but yeah, you get used to it, man. It's fucking fun out here. It's a lot of days with some great weather. For the most part, it's great communities and great people out here.
Yep, I agree.
You meet a lot of people. The degrees of separation is smaller.
Yeah.
Out here.
It's a lot of Midwest folks out here. I've been learning, and that's why I feel like Midwest always friendly, and that's why every time I meet somebody from Midwest,
they be like, "You ain't from out here."
Exactly.
Nope, you know I ain't from out here.
We all say like we all know only 5 natives.
Yeah.
Everybody else I know from somewhere else.
Yeah. No, the Valley is fun, man. There's always something to do every week and shit, and I enjoy it, you know. Wine.
Yes, I study wine.
You study wine.
Yes.
That's tough.
Tell me about wine. I know shit about wine. So like, I honestly, I'm curious. Tell me about what fascinated you so much about wine.
Okay, so when I was in school, one of my majors was international business, and what I was learning in international business also related to wine because wine has cultures to it. When you learn about wine, when you learn about how it's grown, where it's grown, and what they do, you also learn about that culture and that individual that is also growing it. So I was interested in that, and I wanted to expand and learn more, and I also wanted to expand my palate to be able to taste and try so many different wines. So now, you ask me what my favorite wine is, whichever one is in my hand, because everything is good, and they're all different. So such thing as a bad wine, it's just how it was made, how the climate impacted it, how people's soil is. So those are things that kind of interested me, and I just want to teach. I really want to teach black people about wine. I don't want black people to have this stigma that you got to be bougie or rich to drink wine. It's a wine for everybody.
Have you tried the cannabis-infused wines?
I
You
just
said
told
you
you
don't smoke. So we gotta ease her in. You gotta get her some. I'm telling you, the cannabis.
It ain't for everybody.
I tried. I don't like how
you
my
tried it
head
before?
feel.
Oh, so she tried it before. I thought you said you never tried it.
Nah, I tried it.
You just don't fuck with it.
It's cannabis
You're
for
right.
everybody. That's
I ain't
like
gonna
said, it
peer
for everybody.
pressure.
It's something out there.
There's some
for
weed out there
everybody.
for me.
It's out
I
there
just gotta
for you.
find it.
That's what I'm telling you. So look, I'm just
We
gonna
gotta
give you
send
quick
her
spiel.
a
You got
weed 23
hybrid
in me.
Indica sativas. You know, you probably better off with a low grade sativas.
Bro,
Some
you need to patent a weed 23 in me, and then have people to send in like a whatever, a swab, whatever they gotta do, so we can find out the best weed to fit their lifestyle.
Like that's a whole company. You got something right now.
I'm telling you.
That's it.
If 23 and me making a whole fucking thing out of it, why not? Why we can't find you your best weed strain?
That's what we doing now. That's what we doing.
We gonna get you your best weed
We
diet.
finna find you your best weed.
Okay.
Black best
If y'all
weed
find me, I'll plug y'all. Y'all find me my weed.
Yeah, I'm gonna find you the best. Do you like being chill or do you like being up and around?
I like chill. They call me auntie. I'm auntie. I get
So
auntie
see
vibes.
that's giving me indica right there, right?
And I'm
you know, like I'm processing right now. But no, it ain't gotta be a strong indica. We could start off low, you know, with the low percentages and everything. See, that's another thing. A lot of people run and be like, they go to a district like, give me an indica and give me the highest thing you get. Don't do that. You want to find something that's gonna fit your body and your lifestyle, because like sometimes some of the strongest testing weeds will knock your ass out, or you going chasing the strong testing weed and that's not what you need. You know, because like Blue Dream is a low testing weed most of the time, but the effects will hit you and then you'll be like, damn, I am feeling clarity. I am seeing that life, you know, like I'm seeing shit differently. You know, like I love strains that surprise people like that. Like Tahoe OG, most of the time they used to test low and then to like up to low 20s. And then now it's like that will still knock you on your ass. Like you smoke a real Tahoe OG, you gonna be like, damn, like I don't feel like doing shit for the rest of the fucking day and probably not nothing in the morning.
And I move thorough off some indica, you know, so it hit everybody different. I'll go with some high 35% indica and be.
Yeah, you got a favorite strain out right now?
I don't. You know, like I said, high testing indica.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, sativa hit everybody different. Sativa's more of a day vibrant, and then hybrid, you know, it's just like every day or night. You know, so
Yeah.
oh, she on her phone. You might as well tell them too. So sativa, your day, you know, boom, hybrid, you know, if you like, night, and then indica, boom. If you trying to just be faded or.
And sometimes like you ain't even gotta smoke it. Like if you got some body aches and shit, go get you some balm and some cream and it'll help you out.
CBD.
Okay.
Instead of taking some pain pills. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just a bruise or something, you know, like it ain't, you know.
But we already started the gig. We trying to find her weed right now.
Once again, hold up, time out. I got you. I'm not a doctor
At all.
Y'all
It's not
weed
medical
connoisseurs, I
advice.
feel.
There we go.
but I use cannabis medically. And I'm going to vouch for it, and I'm going to tell people what's helped me.
You got to put that disclaimer in now.
You got to.
Always.
You got to. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again.
It was
for
nice
stopping
meeting you
in.
both.
Hey, it was dope
Our
sitting
pleasure.
down with y'all. I had a great time. Shout out to MITA Unshackled. Dimitri Downey. Dimitri, you want to say bye to the people? Come say bye to the people real quick. Come here. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, look at this lovely young man right here. Thank you, man. We partnered up on the podcast today.
Almost on the white.
My life,
We got that.
my life flashed before my eyes
The
when I
all
saw
white.
that coffee fall. Thank you, Dimitri with MITA Arizona. It's an amazing organization. You have to go to a MITA if you have not been to a MITA.
Let's go.
And get me on Instagram at Pluto Juice. Pluto Juice on everything. Pluto like the planet, juice like the drink. You heard me.
On Instagram, you can find me at D_Lele, DA_LEELEE.
My
Listen.
name is Credit Girl _Dead. See, I didn't get to talk about what I did.
Right, y'all skipped time.
We skipped over what I
fuck.
went into. So
We didn't.
Well, I'm gonna just go over it real quick. So I was like in the financial literacy sector. So I was helping people fix their credit, restore their credit, build it up.
Bring your
and
mic
so
up.
I was helping like restore, rebuild people's credit, and then I went on to doing like business owners. I was helping them with business funding and building up their business credit profiles and things like that. And
Damn.
then once I learned like the credit game and everything, I kind of stepped off of actually doing it. I'm more like an educator, so I educate, and that's a big thing. Like I want to get back into the community with the youth. Of teaching them about credit and about financial literacy. But what me and my brother do, we go to the auction, we flip cars now. So hotels, yeah. And so that's how I do that. So I'm an entrepreneur. So that's just
you know
I
what?
do.
Listen, we about to hop off, but I need to talk to you.
Please
we need
do.
to talk.
Let's
yeah.
talk.
How long? Who's visiting?
I'm visiting.
You
till Wednesday.
we need to talk.
No,
We
really.
need to talk.
She
Let's
always
go.
here, so you'll see her again.
Hey, listen. Hey, it's been a dope time, y'all. Thank you for coming on.
All right.
I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us.
Thank you.
No time. Yeah. Hey, hold up. Hey, listen. Time out. Latosque. LATOSQUE.
Pluto like the planet, juice like the drink. I was talking to Mike.
Thank y'all for saying, man.